Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Supadupa the Show. It's your boy, Papi Vazquez, and I think I liked the format in which I released the other videos, and I'm going to continue doing that. Hopefully, you guys liked it. But this is the third episode of the podcast, right? I'm going to be reacting to 3 videos within this podcast. But to see that video, you have to actually go to the reaction, because I'm going to drop the 3 reactions on their own individual video. This podcast is mostly so that I can kind of deep dive into some of these topics, which for this episode, we're going to be looking into Baby Monster, Dino from 17, and Kali Uchis and Karol G, because they just dropped a video together. So those are going to be the 3 videos that you're going to see the reactions drop to. This podcast, like I said, is so that I can kind of talk about them a little more in depth. I hope that you guys like it. I hope that you guys think it's pretty cool, and that you watch both videos. I know that all the videos I drop are long, and I'm sorry, they're like about 20 minutes. Excuse me, a short video. I think the shortest video I ever dropped was like 7 minutes. But I do a lot of talking. Obviously, I do so much talking that I thought it was a good idea to, record myself just talking to myself. I know that I can kind of be a little long-winded, and so that's basically what this is for. But guys, our first person that we're going to talk, or not even person, the first group that we're going to talk about is Baby Monster. Now, I have a bit of experience with Baby Monster because when they were picking who was going to be in the band, YG released a whole bunch of videos, kind of showing the story of how they were going to get to these 5 members. I think there was, hold up, if I remember correctly, and you know what? Why start any speculations? This time I come well prepared, right? And everything that I'm going to reference, you guys are going to see, right? So the first thing that you guys are going to see here is Baby Monster's Wikipedia, right? So if you didn't know, is Wikipedia is still not on the market. Oh, okay. So I don't know what all that is. But basically what we care about is this right here, Baby Monster, right? With stylized in all caps, also known as Baemon, Korean, is a South Korean girl group formed by YG consisting of 7 members: Ruka, Arita, Asa, Haeyeon, Rami, Rora, and Chiquita. The group debuted in November 27th, 2023 with the digital single Batter Up, which is the video that we're going to be seeing today, because that's why they came back on my radar. I think it was a couple days ago, if not a little while back. Baby Monster dropped their very first song. Now, why is this a big deal? Why is this a big deal? Because I invested a lot of time getting to know these young ladies, right? Seeing all their hard work, all their auditions. I saw them learn what song they were going to have to sing, learn it in a certain amount of time, and then perform it. And every single one of them did, by any standard, very well. Now, we had to watch Mr. YP, though, sit there and have to critique the ladies with, I believe it was some coaches or some, other people that work within YG? YG? YP. Is it YP or YG? What did it say? YG. Yeah, YG. YG, how to give some feedback and all that. And you know what? I always said is like, you got to keep all the girls. He ain't get rid of none of them. He's got to keep all the girls. And what happened? He kept all the girls. Spoiler alert. I should have said in the beginning, spoiler alert. I'm sorry. All right, look. He ended up keeping all of them, which is great. It's great for us. Because all the ladies are very talented. If you haven't already seen their story as to how they got picked, I highly recommend it. They did great performances and all that. So let me see. All right, so I do want to read some more objective. I don't know which one of the two, but just some facts, right? So YG is an entertainment company from Korea, if you didn't know. I know a lot of you already know all this information, but some of you might not. So I'm just going to put you guys on game. So YG has brought out groups like 2NE1 and Blackpink. So it's 2NE1, right? I think that's how you say it, in 2009, and Blackpink was in 2006, right? And so in 2018, there started being news that they were working on their next girl group, which, if you haven't guessed already, is BABYMONSTER, right? So Wikipedia says they received applicants from various countries, some of whom were accepted in its training program as early as 10, training on average of 4 to 5 hours. In the number of recruits, each prospective member placed first against thousands of their respective auditions. In January 2020, BABYMONSTER, one of many names initially considered for Blackpink and Baymon, so it's the abbreviation, were trademarked in English and Korean by the label and tentatively used by media outlets until the eventual disclosure of their official uses. So that's what I'm talking about. Over there in Korea, they're genetically modifying these K-pop artists. I mean, they first of all, they pick them out from thousands of kids, right? And so these are the best of already the best. And then they get those people and they just keep condensing them down and down and down, putting them through tough times, you know, because if you ever have seen a K-pop performance, you know that they have everything on point. It's very rare when you see somebody mess up, even though it does happen. It happens in their earlier years. But I think that's where these fandoms really get the cheering, almost like a cheerleading type of, I equate it to sports, you know, like I like the Dallas Cowboys. Everybody knows that, right? And there's different members and you get to know them and your personalities and the way that they play. And it's the same thing with, you know, these K-pop groups. You know, you get these different personalities, these different players that do different things really good to create a championship team. So I thought that was pretty dope. So those are just some of the facts. Now I'm going to go into the reaction. And then when I see you on the other side, I'm going to give you just some interesting facts on each of the members individually. All right. So let's get into the reaction right now. I'll see y'all in a minute. All right, guys. I just checked out the BABYMONSTER Batter Up debut song, and it did not disappoint. It's a great song. It really is. Like I mentioned back there, I'm interested in seeing the performance. But I'm not going to repeat everything I just said. What I am going to do, though, is I am going to bring up some just interesting facts on some of the members, right? So our first member is Ruka, right? And Ruka, her birth name is Kawaii Ruka. She's the main dancer and main rapper. She's a Pisces. So she Japanese nationality. So she's one of the Japanese members. And she has an emoji here. So I'm on K profiles, right? And that is a sloth. And I've been recording this whole time. That's going to be a fun video to edit. All right. So I don't know what's up with the sloth. Let me know, people that know about Ruka. All right, Farita, right? Farita, her legal name is Farita Chaikong. Birth name is Farita Bumpakitaviyad. That's a long name. And she's a Virgo. She's the lead vocalist and dancer. Her nationality is Thai. She's a Thai member. And then her emoji's a deer. What's up with these emojis? I didn't know that was a thing. Asa, or Asa. So birth name Inami Asa, nickname Kim Asa. Main rapper, main dancer. She's an Aries. She's Japanese. Wow. They come from all over the place. Rami. Did she change her name? Rami Shin Haram. That was her name before, right? Haram. Main vocalist, lead dancer. She's a Libra. She's Korean. She's born in Seoul. Rora Lee Daing is her birth name. Main vocalist, lead vocalist, and dancer. She's a Leo, and she's Korean as well. And then Rami was main vocalist, lead dancer. Okay, you got different positions too. If you didn't know, Chiquita, also birth name Riracha Fondekafifat, the lead vocalist, lead dancer, sub rapper. She's also the Magne, which means she's the youngest. She's an Aquarius, and she is Thai. Ooh. And so then we have Ahyang. Ahyang is the lead vocalist, lead rapper, lead dancer, and center. She's an Aries, and she is of Korean descent. I think that's it. So guys, if you haven't, go check out that series where you kind of see them. You really learn to appreciate the hard work that these young ladies put in. And you also, have just a different appreciation for them. Okay. My bad. I'm sorry. I left that whole thing recording because I'm going to put the videos up of what I was seeing so that everybody gets the credit for where I'm like looking at these up. But that was Baby Monster. I'm excited to see more. If you are not familiar with them, go check them out. The next video that I wanted to do, or the next person that I wanted to speak about, was Dino from 17. My boy came out with a video, Wait, official music video. I think it was a couple of days ago, maybe. I got to know Dino because of 17. I did the little journey with them. I saw all the members and tried to get all the names. But I figured doing these little side reactions would also help me, get to see their faces a little bit more. He is the Magne of 17. So if you're new to K-pop and you don't know, right, they always, I'm not going to say celebrate, but they have a name for the youngest member. In Korean culture, they have kind of respecting kind of in their culture where if anybody's older than you, right? I think he's your hyun or like a brother or something like that, right? I mean, if you're younger, you're like the Magne. But what's cool about it is that the young person has to like kind of respect people that are older, even if they're like close to their age, So if somebody's like 16 and somebody's 15, the 15-year-old has to show them respect, right? But that being said, from something that I've gotten from the videos is that the older people then tend to take care of the youngest member. Like he gets to be babied and all that stuff. But so it's kind of like a give and take kind of relationship, where it's like the oldest member is the most respected, but the youngest member is kind of like the most cared for. I don't know. That's my take on how I've seen it. And that's pretty interesting. If you think about like just the different cultures and how they show that. I know that in Spanish, like you have like a formal way of saying things, to somebody to show them respect, and you have an informal way of saying things. So I always thought that was pretty cool too. Like just the different things within cultures. I will say though, being an American, I think we might be one of the like rudest people. I don't know, because I feel like respect is more earned. Even though you should give respect to everybody, not everybody plays by those rules here, So it's like sometimes some people are just like, I don't care who you are or what you do, like, I just don't care, which it could be in the hardest parts of every country, maybe, because I've lived in all different types of areas. I grew up in rough areas, and I lived in really nice areas, and every area has it. But I do feel like there's a certain when I lived in what's called Section 8 housing, but it was more like lower income housing. Like you learn to like stick to like keep to yourself. Don't stare. Don't be up in other people's business. Like if it don't concern you, if ain't nobody's talking to you, it's none of your business. I feel like that used to be the old code that you have to like work on these streets. And it's like, because the moment you got in somebody else's business or you stared a little too long, somebody could call you out. And if somebody says something crazy to you, you might have to say something crazy back. Next thing you know, you're in this altercation. So that's how, I don't know. So I seeing the things that like other cultures do, like getting into, learning about Korean has very much broadened my look and opinions about certain things, like sometimes we think that things are done one way and they can't be any different, but then you look at other countries and you realize that they have a whole different way of living, better or worse. I don't know who the judge of that is or how they should be. I'm a proud American. Like, you kind of have to be like, I don't want to be living here like not liking it, even though it could be better. Like, I try to stay positive is what I'm trying to say. And so I appreciate where I'm at. I don't compliment another culture to down talk my culture, is what I'm trying to get at. So I admire that about the Korean culture with the whole maknae thing. But I know that there's also a lot of love for Dino too amongst 17 members, or not just the members, but their fans as well. So I did pull up some interesting facts about our boy, Dino. All right, so I know a lot of you guys already know this, so I'm not talking to you guys, but I'm really mostly talking to the people that don't know. All right, so Lee Chan. Oh, wait, who the fuck? Dino. Okay. All right. I started off reading without seeing that I was on Dino. So when I saw Lee Chan, I was like, wait, who the fuck is that guy? It's Dino. That's who I'm fucking talking about. All right. So Dino, his birth name is Lee Chan. Other names he goes by is Chan. Right? He's an Aquarius. Right? He's Korean. And so for people that didn't go through the whole journey and are new to the podcast, Dino is a South Korean dancer and choreographer under Plebis Entertainment. He is a member of the boy group 17 under the performance team. And so if you don't know, there's a super long 17 guy that breaks down the vocal, the performance, and the hip hop team. And so my boy Dino is part of the performance. This boy can dance. That's what I'm expecting to see from his video. And then also Dino released his first solo mixtape, Wait, November 27th, 2023, which is this one that just came out. So it's his first one. So it positioned as main dancer. He's also a rapper, vocalist, and he's the maknae. So if you're not familiar with K-pop, there's positions within this group. It's very organized, which whenever I didn't watch or listen to K-pop, when you see how big these groups are, because Dino is part of a group of 13. And I'm like, that's freaking crazy before, right? But as I've gotten to know K-pop, you start realizing that there's a structure and a way that the package is delivered to you, that it just takes you consistently watching for you to start understanding how any group of people move to. Because I've reacted to a lot of different groups, and every group has its own code, and you tend to appreciate it. So he's got a whole bunch of danceologies. That's what it says here, danceology. So a lot of choreography that he came out with different songs. But guys, I'm gonna get into the reaction now. Okay, so I'm about to switch over to do that. Okay, and I will see you guys on the other side. Guys, that was pretty dope. That was pretty dope. I like the video. I like the everything that was done and said in said video. No, dude, for real, like that was pretty cool. Shout out to Dino. I mean, showed off his dancing, showed off the way that he can sing. His singing was impressive. And shout out to the producers of both the video and the music, because it all sounded pretty amazing. What do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about Dino's first music video? I think he did a phenomenal job. And I think, like, when you share the screen with like 13 other people or 12 other people for a total of 13, sometimes you might get lost in the sauce. I know that, like, you share parts, and I know that different members have come out with different projects, but if I'm not mistaken, this is his first solo project, so that's pretty dope. I hope he comes out with more. I think he's definitely shown that he is a great dancer. So now that his singing and rapping, he's showing everybody I'm the total package. So I'm gonna check out the album too. I mean, I don't know how many songs came out or anything like that. But I'm definitely gonna check it out. Let me see if I could pull it up. So Dino. Oh wait, that was just a single. Okay, and then so is it just 2 singles that he's dropped? Yeah, it's only been Icarus and Wait. So I thought it was a whole album. So it's just that one song. Cool. I need to hear Icarus then. I'm gonna have to listen to Icarus whenever I have the chance. So, man, it was his first, not his first, because there's Icarus. So maybe his second debut song. The more you know. But no, that's pretty dope. But guys, I'm interested to understand if you guys like this new format. I was gonna do one more video and talk about another group of ladies, but I'm gonna have to save that for the next podcast. But do you guys like this? Do you like me diving deeper into the artists, talking about them? If you watch some of my reactions, do you only watch the ones from the people you like, or do you watch different members and enjoy kind of getting some fun facts about them here on the podcast? I'm still kind of loosey-goosey with this whole process. I don't know if what it is now is what the podcast is going to be later. I know I call it a show. It's the show. So this show, I don't know if this is the same format we'll have. So I'm really interested in doing what you guys are interested in watching. So give me some feedback. I would really appreciate it. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all being here. This is going to be it for this one. It's going to be a short one, but I'm thinking I'm going to drop more episodes. So stay tuned. More to come. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for being here. Love y'all. I'll see y'all later. Peace. I should do peace.